Hey there guys, what is going on? I've got an absolutely disgusting Fara 83 class setup for you here today. Now, a fun fact that you should probably know about me is I'm actually red-green colorblind. Now, some of you out there will know what that means, and otherwise, if you don't know what that means, essentially reds and greens sometimes blend together as brown, and I can't really see stuff very well sometimes. Doesn't usually come up very often, but sometimes in Call of Duty, it can be a little bit difficult for me to see people. So to remedy that here today, we've got the thermal sight on the Fara 83, and this thing absolutely dominates in Cold War. Just before we do get into our best Fara 83 class setup here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. It really does help me out and I massively appreciate it. We are of course looking for 5,000 subscribers very soon and 10,000 by the end of the year, so if you could help me out, that would be absolutely massive. So let's just jump straight into this Fara 83 class setup here because this thing absolutely dominates at those medium distances. So as usual with these class setups, the timestamps will be on the video's loading bar and of course in the description, so if you are looking for something specific, make sure you do skip to that section. But we are going to start with the Street Sweeper in the secondary shotgun class here today. Basically, this thing is still currently broken. You get a one-shot kill distance of about 9 meters, which is pretty ridiculous. So our attachments for this thing are as follows. The infantry V-choke for that tighter aim down sight spread. We want that damage barrel for, of course, the task force. But basically, this gives us our one-shot kill distance of 9 meters, which is very, very strong. No laser in the body slot. We want that magazine, Stanag 18-round drum mag, of course, giving us more shells to fire. And then we want that airborne elastic wrap as we are aiming down sight a lot with this particular shotgun, as well as having the no stock option to give us loads of sprint to fire speed. In the tactical slot, we are going for that stim shot because getting that extra chance per life is really nice. If we do take some damage in a gunfight, we can continue our streak very quickly. Then, of course, in the Semtex slot, we want the Semtex because the Semtex does big booms. Very simple. And in the upgrade slot, we want that field microphone or, of course, the jammer here. Usually, getting more information or denying enemy information are super powerful choices here, so we go with the jammer. In the wildcard slot, we are going for that perk grid because we don't really need 8 attachments on the Fara 83, and extra perks is always nice. And for those perks, we do want flak jacket here, basically for that explosive resistance, and of course forward intel for seeing where enemies do respawn. Perk 2, we want Gearhead and Scavenger here, so we get extra pieces of field upgrade equipment as well as more ammo when we do kill people. And in the Perk 3 slot, if you are playing in this new playlist where Ghost is irrelevant and there's a UAV up all the time, you would take Gung Ho. So we are going to run with Gung Ho and Ninja so we stay off the minimap, but normally we would just run Ghost to stay off of those spy planes. So as for the Fara 83 attachments, I said I was blind as a bat sometimes. Sometimes I just can't see people, so we make it a little bit easier for ourselves with this first attachment here. We are looking at the Nox Sova thermal sight, which is a very, very cool attachment. This is a 2.3 magnification thermal optic, which is a very, very fast aim down sight speed. Doesn't feel bulky, doesn't feel like you're trying to zoom across the map. It's just a medium range sight, especially with thermal. Super easy to hit shots with this. You'll see this thing absolutely dominate people. In the muzzle slot, we are going for that GRU suppressor for that recoil control and muzzle flash concealment. I know this does reduce our damage range and bullet velocity with this weapon, but these stats are already quite high as they are. I think it's like a 60 meter damage range weapon, which is really nice here. And we can increase our bullet velocity with the Liberator barrel with a 100% increase to that bullet velocity, making it about 1100 meters per second, which is super strong. In the underbarrel, of course, you want that Spetsnaz grip for that vertical recoil control and horizontal recoil control, meaning we can hit our shots very, very easily here. Combine that with, of course, the thermal sight. Really, really easy shots here. And then lastly, you can take the GRU elastic wrap, of course, for that aim down sight speed, flinch resistance, and aim while going prone, meaning we can get those sights up nice and quickly here. You're probably wondering about the sprint to fire speed with this. You can take like a KGB skeletal stock if you do drop off something like the monolithic suppressor. But since this is a medium to long range weapon, the way we've got it set up, you don't really need extra sprint to fire speed. So as usual, we are just going to jump into some gameplay here and have an excellent time with this thing. This thing makes me very, very happy because I can actually see enemies a lot of the time. They do glow bright orange, which is hilarious, man. You just see people so easily, and if they are running cold-blooded, it's a little bit of a shame, but not many people are running cold-blooded at the moment. I don't know if this class setup's actually going to be super helpful on something like Express. Oh no, it is actually quite good. People are very, very easy to see. Like, look at this thing. Everything's nice and blue, and if you do see an enemy, they glow in bright orange, which is very, very funny. We want to move up with the shotgun here. Look at this, man. For someone like me, who, as I said, is red-green colorblind, if you know what that is, you will know that sometimes you just don't see people in Call of Duty games, and them being bright orange makes it very, very easy for you to shoot them. Like, it's almost like cheating, man. I know we made the Fara 83 video earlier, and it was like, man, this Fara 83 setup is like aimbot, but this is literally like you've got the maximum color filters on. You can just see everybody. It's so, so strong. I love it. Plus, normal thermal sights have that problem that they're usually very large and they do have like 4 times optics on them, so that it's a little bit tricky with all the zoom and stuff like that. But because this is a 2.3 times optic, like, it's a medium range like sight, so it's very, very easy for us to just see people, see them across the map, and just light them up because They glow bright orange, man. Now, normally this would be more useful in something that was actually green, especially for me, because it can be, as I said, a little bit tough to see people if they are green on like brownish, reddish backgrounds, but this is really nice. Like, just being able to see people is really, really good. I know people were having visibility problems in Cold War, and that's been a thing for a little while now, like just not being able to see people has been a problem in Cold War previously, so... If you haven't tried this, if you haven't got the Fara 80. That guy's running cold-blooded. What a sweaty nerd. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Not many people are running cold-blooded at the moment. So if we post up here and we just wait for people to come to us, look at that, man. Like, the reaction time's so much faster because you can actually see people. Like, it's actually good. Oh, that's amazing. But yeah, you do have to unlock the maximum level, which I think is like 55, I believe, with this weapon to unlock this. So it can be a bit of a grind. Like, it doesn't take a super long time with double XP, which is how I grinded this out, get all the attachments and stuff, but it can take a little while if you aren't using double XP or anything like that. Like, it can take a fair chunk of your time. No, I just want to... See, we learn fun facts about your favourite YouTubers every day, boys. I bet you didn't know that I was red-green colorblind. You wouldn't have been able to tell based on my excellent gameplay all the time. I do run the color filters and stuff like that, the colorblind mode and stuff. I think it's Deuteranopia is the one that works for me because I can actually see people a little bit more easily, but yeah, it still can be quite tricky to see people sometimes, even with those settings turned on. So having something like a thermal sight that just makes people orange is really, really strong for me, personally. But again, this is quite... Oh, yeah, good on your train. This is quite tricky to unlock. It does take a fairly long time if you haven't sort of unlocked anything like this before, if you're still on fairly early levels with the Fara. It can take a while to unlock this, but it's not too bad. I love it, man. I love it so much. I actually think this is kind of unfair. I don't think thermal sight should actually exist in Call of Duty games. They just make it so easy to see, and especially with this one, because there's no actual downside to running it. Like, we run an optic on the Fara 83 anyway, and having something that lets you just see people so damn clearly is pretty ridiculous. So we're going to wait for people to come across there. Oh boy. As I said though, this is... Oh! This is a fairly long-range weapon. It's not something that you can just like sprint around everywhere, as you do need to be aiming down sight quite often to make the most of this particular... Oh, make the most of this particular sight, because as I said... No. I knew he was there and everything, man. That is unfortunate timing. But no, at those medium to longer distances, you're not going to get outgunned, man. Unless somebody has a sniper, which you're going to get outgunned anyway, like... Oh boy. No. Oh, the combat knife combo with a trophy system is just like the ultimate combo, dude. That's great. We get the shotgun out. We'll try and push in close quarters here. What is it? I don't get what that guy's game plan was. He's just chilling, just vibing. Just wait for people to come up the stairs. Like, it's just... It's literally unfair, dude. Like, it's actually unfair. But I actually do really like the Fara 83. I think it's a fantastic weapon. And when I did discover that this thermal sight's actually really, really good, I was all about it, man. It very much reminds me of the class setup that was from, I think, Black Ops 2 or 3. One of them had a hilariously strong LMG. I think it's Black Ops 2. You could just, like, post up with the LSAT, I think it was. Just had no recoil. You had the big target finder. Basically, it aimed for you. And, yeah, you just racked up loads of kills. You can even include a smoke grenade in this to make it a little bit more effective. Because, I mean, obviously, people can't see through smoke grenades. And I think it affects actual... I actually do think that it affects... what's the... Ooh. No, I'm going to jam that. I think it actually does affect aim assist as well, smoke grenades, which is kind of interesting. That is... Oh, we got it. I got no ammo though, so this might not be the best. But I mean, what are they going to do about that, dude? I don't even... I mean, this is going to go for a while if I don't end it here, but this is very, very fun, man. I mean, we're not actually just going to end it straight away. We are just going to, like, hold this for a while with the minigun because why would we not? Like, oh, please come in here. What did that guy think was going to happen? So we'll push across the map here. I walked into that jammer, which is annoying. Oh, man, the, the death machine's crazy, dude. Come on, can we... That was overkill, but I rate it. Why can't I... Oh, because I got the... Challenge me. Oh, that was a bad idea. I could only see the tip of his head, but apparently he could see my entire body. But I think you get the picture with this class setup. We're going to go for a couple more kills here because it's just a lot of fun. Look at that, man. Just absolutely mowing people down. Oh, that guy's running cold-blooded. That's disgusting. What a loser. What a loser. He didn't buy into me cheating, basically. No. Actually, I think there's a guy back here. We should go this way. Yeah, let's go around the back here. We should be able to pick someone off across the whole courtyard, maybe. Somebody wants to do a little peeky out for me. I mean, they should be. Yeah, there they are. That guy, I hate that guy. That guy running his thermal sight, that's yuck, dude. See through smoke. We really should have included a smoker out in this class setup. That would have been way better. Yeah, it just would have been simply, like, way stronger if we had have included a smoke grenade. So that's something that you consider as well. Oh, there he's gonna... Oh, that's bad. Alright, I think we have seen enough of this particular class setup, and this game is going to go for a little while long. Actually, come on. Let me get a pick. Let me get a pick there. Oh. Alright, as I said, we will drop out of this video and jump into our final thoughts in just a second here. So as we showed off, guys, this particular Fara 83 class setup, if you are completely blind like me, will actually make you way better at this game. It's almost like cheating. It feels unfair sometimes. People just glow bright orange. It's basically if you set all like the color filters and stuff like that to only show like people as orange. It's basically the same thing. It is a very, very cool option in this game. If you do like thermals, you like being sweaty, you like sitting on sort of powerful positions and shooting people across the map, it feels great in this game. Thank you very much for watching this one. I do massively appreciate it. Of course, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on if you're not already done so. I do massively appreciate it, and it really does help me out. We're, of course, looking for 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if we could get to that milestone, that would be absolutely insane. Thank you very much for watching, as I said, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!